Hello everyone, welcome to Sunburned. Albino plays West of Loathing, episode 14. Back to the main building, into the kitchen. We have our grain. Let's load it up. Let's do some cooking. This machine is complicated, but the controls look pretty simple. Oh crap. Okay, so I gotta read it first. Okay. Give me that recipe again. Okay. 4 barley, 1 oats, 3 spelt. 4 barley, 1 oats, 3 spelt. 4 barley, 2, 3, 4, 1 oats, 1, 2, 3 spelt, and turn that crank. You turn the mixing crank, your view of the grains in the mixing chamber blurs as it begins to spin at an implausible rate. With a startling ka-chunk, hidden parts of the machine spring to life. The glass window of the mixing chamber becomes fogged with steam as the grain is mixed into dough. A few moments later, the dough is expelled. Multi-grain dough, very nice. Now let's look. It pressed to 91, is that what it said? 91 PSI? Yes, 91 PSI. Okay. Pressure needle is at 80. What if I press the green button? Then it's at 80. Okay, press the red button, 85. Probably press it again. Blue button for 1. Yes, fantastic. Take your dough and go home. Does the yellow button activate it? Yes, okay. Machine is finished. Flattened multi-grain dough. Excellent. Okay. And then we have to cook it for 8 minutes at 640. You plop your dough onto the metal tray, helpfully provided, slide it into the slot in the oven. There are only 2 knobs, one for temperature and one for duration. Decide to turn the knobs in order from left to right. Temperature knob is on the left, so you'll turn that one first. 840. 8 minutes at 640. That's what it is. Yeah, 640. Set it to medium. Set it to short for 8 minutes. Set the time knob. The oven dings. Perfectly cooked tray of toasty flakes. They're great! Now, what do they do? Purifies your guts. This is a bowl of pressed grain flakes that you baked. Normally you'd be proud of it. Purifies your guts. But these look like they probably taste pretty bad. Purifies your guts. What does that do? First of all, I don't have any. So, like, does that just mean that I can eat new food after that? Or something? Stomach, liver, spleen. Like, it doesn't say. Let's eat them. Can't bring yourself to eat these boring-looking flakes. Didn't Kellogg say something about needing your glands to be pure before you can purify your guts? Oh, so I need, like, my stomach, liver, and spleen to be gone. Like, completely empty. So I'd need to sleep to another day. Well, we're gonna put that on hold then, because I'm so buffed out from all this stuff that I have, and I don't have replacements for it. So yeah, we'll save that for later. But don't let me forget about it. We can take the ape skeleton back to the petting cemetery. Pack rat skeleton, buffalo skeleton. Buffalo skeleton. We should so have a buffalo skeleton. It's a desert ape skeleton, but there's nothing here. Such thing as a desert ape, but we have the desert ape skeleton. What are you even talking about? It's right, yeah. I have the desert ape skeleton. Let me put it back. What are you even talking about? Or do I have to talk to this dude to do it? I noticed you're missing ape. Yeah, that ridiculous fool Kellogg stole it to use for anatomy lessons. Tried to tell him it's stupid to use an ape skeleton to teach human anatomy, especially when there's plenty of actual human skeletons out in the desert for free. He just wouldn't hear it, though. Listen, I'll give you 50 meat to go and steal it back from him. 50 meat for a burglary? Hey, recovery, not burglary. And heck, that's years of your membership paid back. Maybe as many as, well, you look like a risk taker. 3? Okay, I'll get it. Wonderful. He's at the Kellogg Ranch. Oh, so this is a quest giver? I didn't know that. Noticed you're missing pack rat. Yeah, some damn fool hippie stole it. No idea what they wanted it for. There's a reward for anyone who recovers it. What is the reward? 50 meats? Not very much. Well, depending on your life expectancy, it could be as much as a whole decade of free admission. Okay, I'll get it. Hippies are holed up over in the Fort of Darkness. And they have the skeleton? Notice you're missing buffalo. Only 50. You don't smoke too much or are in bed. Okay, I'll see what I can do. Buffalo. A list of buffalo bones. Well, I already have infinite, or do I still just have to... Okay, fine. Back to the buffalo pile. We'll just look in those containers, I'm sure. Let's go this way, it's faster. I bet it's faster. Did we look at what this is? Yeah, okay. Bones do rule, you are correct. Alright, give me... Grab a buffalo's worth. He sure will. Also grab dem bones. I'm pretty much set for bones. Okay, fine. Alright, we got those, and then let's also go to Fort of Darkness. Bring them both back at the same time. An oasis. Oh, it's another ungolith. I'm gonna kill that in one hit, if you don't mind. Although my Buffalo Bill is like way faster than me. And that frankly just doesn't resonate with me at all. I'm gonna need to improve my speed. You know, it's the rule of like having companions. When you're the leader, they can't be better than you at anything. You have to be the best. At least I think so. Boots. No, I don't want to buy a mushroom. I literally picked 3 of those. Bones, give her some... Yeah, you can have bones. You can have 10 bones for a bone sword, sure. I have infinite bones. I should be able to just do this forever. There's the pack rat skeleton. You stuff the pack rat skeleton in your bag, leaves too preoccupied with contents of her head to notice. Cool. And we're done then. Ooh, approach it. Yes, I need El Vibrato stuff. This is a biggie. He might give me a keystone, or even a battery would be nice. What do you got for me? 1 scraps. God. All right, 674 XP. We're working our way there. You know, I don't think combat-wise we're missing anything. Like, I think we're good to the end of the game, really. As long as we're buffed like we are, which we won't be the whole time, but it's cool. 50 meat, 150 XP. The XP is so much more valuable than the actual meat. These will do fine. Yeah, cool. Something else I can do you for? Nope, see ya. Okay, I'd put everything back. Oh yeah, I gotta like, okay, increase my speed the rest of the day, or my item drop bonus, increase my armor, I could increase my meat drop bonus, or my spell damage, or my maximum AP, melee damage, or ranged damage. I want to increase my meat drop bonus, please, because I'm a little bit poor. 1873, not so much to sneeze at anymore. We were doing much worse like 20 minutes ago. But definitely, we need more meat all the time. Okay, so I guess if we want to find the Necromancer Tower, do we have to, like, look at a location and sort of wander around it? I'm not sure. Like, we, you know, they talk about, like, the ley lines. Like, oh, we narrowed it down to a few places, but it's like, no, you didn't. You absolutely did not. Let's go to the circus. Alright, since we've waited a bunch of, days, maybe the circus will actually happen now. A rustling sound in the bushes draws your attention, and you decide to investigate because that's what adventurers do. No matter how bad of an idea it will probably turn out to be. The rustling turns out to be a goblin. A goblin wearing clown makeup and practicing their cartwheels and mostly failing. Eventually they give up on tumbling practice, start repeatedly throwing a shiny metal ball in the air and catching it. Let's talk to it. Wow, hello? Hello, hi! What you two doing? I am to learning a juggle. It tosses its single ball up in the air again, but distracted by the conversation misses the catch. Okay, but why? A clown be coming, joining the circus, far away to traveling, far, far to traveling, then to popping. Okay, I guess that makes sense, kind of. Let's scare it away, okay. Getting out of here, clown. We don't to needing any clowns around here. Oh no! What I say is true. Goodbye with you. The goblin clown dejectedly cartwheels away. By which I mean it does about half a cartwheel before falling down, then gets back up and tries again, and that goes on for quite a while before it's finally out of sight. Oh, we were mean to the goblin. Maybe we should have had Gary talk to it. Looks like you found the circus those clowns were talking about. Ugh, a circus. That's like a clown hive. Fortunately, it's not a very big circus. There probably aren't very many clowns. Certainly not enough for an army or invasion force or anything. Still, since it turns out demonic clowns are a real thing, any number of them could be real trouble. You walk up as nonchalantly as possible so the clowning the ticket booth won't suspect you know his horrible secret. Whistle innocently. As you approach, the clown puts on that basically cheerful facial expression that retail employees use when the last thing they want to deal with is a customer, but they're not allowed to say so. Welcome to Barnaby Bob's perfectly normal traveling circus sideshow, sir. How can I help you? I'd like to see the circus, please. Well, you came to the right place then. Ha-ha! But if you want to get inside, you'll need a ticket. I just so happen to have one. The clown looks very surprised. What? How did you... well, great. Good for you, sir. I'll just take that and stamp your hand for re-entry. There we go. Enjoy the show. What about my partner? Partners get in free. Thanks. Time to enter the circus. Yeah, I never got to finish this whole thing. You walk into the circus, actually I guess it's more of a carnival, but let's not split hairs, as nonchalantly as possible. There are a bunch of clowns around, working at the booths and so on, more clowns than customers, of which there don't seem to be more than a dozen or so. Which is good, in that it means the clowns can't disappear you as easily if they figure out what you know, but on the other hand, if things go wrong here, innocent bystanders might get caught in the crossfire. Got it. Merry-go-round has a dirty canvas tarp over it. It says, condemned until further notice. We encourage anyone suffering from horse bites to consult a doctor. Hello. This clown has presumably signed tickets to the sideshow. Howdy, fella. Can I interest you in the wondrous and mysterious delights of the sideshow? What all do you have in there? Secrets, mysteries, things too weird and disturbing to be witnessed by the light of day. Freaks? Not just freaks. Gosh. How much does it cost? For you, 300 meat. And for everyone else, 300 meat. Okay, I'm in. You won't be disappointed, and in the event that you are disappointed, no refunds. He takes your meat and stamps your hand. There you go, enjoy. The sideshow tent is fairly large and packed with weird things to look at, like all good sideshows are. A few lanterns are hanging from the ceiling, casting flickering shadows around and making everything look even more eerie. A clown is hanging out in here, presumably to keep an eye on the exhibits. He grins and nods as you enter. Come on in, take your time, have a good look around. Just remember, no touching. Shelves are displaying a large collection of strangely painted eggs. Have a closer look. You see several shelves full of white eggs, each one painted with a unique pattern of colorful shapes. A small placard pinned to one of the shelves says, Clown Eggs. In the circus community, it is traditional for each clown to paint their chosen makeup pattern onto an eggshell. These clown eggs are archived for future reference, to ensure that no one chooses a pattern that has already been used. It is considered extremely taboo to wear another clown's face. These must be the eggs for the clowns that work in this circus. You recognize a few of them, like the clown here in the sideshow tent and the ticket seller down out front. Inspect the eggs more closely. Hey, step back, please. No touching. Sorry, leave the shelf. These shelves are filled with jars, and the jars are filled with things. Real weird-looking things. You lean in a little closer to inspect the jars. They mostly contain malformed and/or mutated animals pickled in formaldehyde, a 3-headed kitten, some kind of ferret or weasel with 8 legs, a twisted Mobius loop of snake without a head or tail, weird crazy stuff. One shelf seems devoted to huge gross pale grubs like fat, featureless white worms the size of a sweet potato. The one on the end is larger than the others and has shiny black eyes. Someone has painted its face in an apparent parody of clown makeup. Yuck. Take a closer look. The pasty white face has been painted with little blue triangles over and under the eyes. The creature has a long thin slash of a mouth as well, and the area around it has been painted with bright red lipstick. The black eyes flash red as the thing suddenly thrashes in its jar, spinning to face you and stretching its mouth open, revealing rows of yellow shark teeth. You stumble back with a cry of shock. Yeah! Got you pretty good there, buddy! What is that? It ain't a real critter. It's made of rubber and clay and doll parts and such. Got an electromagnet under the shelf to move it with. He takes a little push-button gizmo out of his pocket to show you. Should have seen your face. You about jumped right out of your boots. Okay, this is an eye. This guy is a startling sight even for a circus freak show. His entire head is one enormous eyeball. As you look him over, he stares back at you. Not that he's got much choice. Hello there, I'm Jeb. How's it going? Can you talk? Guess not. Take a closer look at him. You move a little to the side and lean over the rope to get a closer look at the guy. He's basically just what he seems to be at first glance, a guy with a giant eyeball for a head. You do notice 2 things, though. First, he has an odd lump at the, well, what you would call the base of his skull if he had one. A sort of crumpled, fleshy mass the size of a fist. With a squint and some imagination, it almost looks like the crushed and shriveled vestigial remains of a human head. The second thing you notice is that his ankles are locked to the legs of his stool, and the legs of the stool are bolted to the floor. So, this circus gig, how do you like it? His hands slowly curl into fists, and the knuckles turn white with tension. I see. Understand, I mean. Do you blink? Or wink, I guess? I guess not. Okay, well, see you around. This man is neatly dressed, though his suit is a bit threadbare and out of fashion. He's smoking a pipe and leafing through a magazine. When you stop to look at him, he nods amicably. Hello there. Hello there. Welcome to the Sideshow. My name is Douglas. Hi, I'm Jeb. Delighted to meet you. So, well, are you perhaps trying to think of a polite way to ask what's wrong with me? Yeah, you got me. Don't worry, Jeb. I am in a sideshow, after all. It is an obvious and natural question. Wait a minute. You said that last bit without moving your lips. Are you a ventriloquist? Not at all. Allow me to demonstrate. He stands up and turns around. His back is the same as his front. That is, his suit has been tailored with 2 front sides, and he has another face on the back of his head, with his hair cut and parted appropriately. Ta-da! As he sits back down, his knees and other joints crack and pop loudly as they reverse themselves. Douglas winces slightly, though certainly not as much as you'd expect. What in the... Surprising, yes? A bit, yeah. How is that even possible? Douglas shrugs and holds his pipe up to the now back of his head so his other face can take a puff. Are you, what's the phrase, Siamese twins? Not exactly. It is difficult to describe, I'm afraid. 2 minds in one body with 2 faces? It would be closer to the truth to say 2 instances of the same mind, with, as you say, 2 faces. You're right, that doesn't make any sense at all. The other face chuckles, and Douglas holds his magazine behind his back. It took some getting used to, that much is quite certain. Were you born like this? I would rather not discuss how I came to be this way, if you don't mind. Okay, sorry. No apology necessary. Your knees must be a wreck. Surgery was necessary to permit them to bend in both directions. Sounds worse than it feels, I assure you. Why are you in a sideshow? With a regular suit and haircut, you could easily pass for normal. I have a contract. Out of the corner of your eye, you spot the clown making a gesture, but you didn't catch what it was. Douglas clears his throat. Plus, well, it's quite the life, you know. Free room and board, travel the world. You meet such interesting people. Talk to you later, Douglas. There's a lady here with her head sticking out of a hole in a large metal box. She nods politely at you. Hello? Hello there. Enjoying the carnival? Well, it's interesting. She smiles slightly. Yes, I'm sure it is. Can I ask you something? Certainly. What's your name?
I'm Janet. And you?
I'm Jeb. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, Jeb.
Why are you in a box?
It's a rather personal question, isn't it?
Oh, sorry. I'm only teasing, dear.
Would you like to see inside?
Sure. Janet whistles to signal the clown and he moseys over. He unlocks the door on the front of the box and throws it open with a theatrical flourish. Inside, instead of Janet's body, you see a tangled, complicated assortment of glass tubes and pipes, ticking clockwork gears and pumps. Liquids of various colors, mostly red, slosh through the tubes. A large bellows near the top inflates, then begins to slowly deflate.
What do you think?
It's some kind of trick, right? You're folded up behind a mirror in there or something.
No trick.
The clown chuckles and walks around the back of the box. He opens a hatch and waves at you through it, then saunters back to his place by the shelves. It's amazing. I've never seen anything like it.
Well, I'll take that as a compliment. It's certainly educational, I imagine. The larger tank on the left is my stomach, if you'd like to see what I had for lunch today.
Examine her workings. You watch the various liquids slosh around in their tanks and pipes for a minute. Weird, gross, but it is indeed educational. You got a perk, anatomical learning. How did this happen? Were you in some kind of terrible accident?
I'm sorry, but I can't talk about that.
Of course, sorry. It must be a painful memory. Her calmly composed face creases into a very slight grimace as she shoots a sidelong glance at the clown.
Yes.
Well, it was nice to meet you, Janet. So long.
Good luck, Jeb.
Oh, we need to liberate these people, man. I wasn't able to do it last time, because, like, the main show, when I went there the first time, it was like, the show starts later. How much later? Just later. And then, like, I never really advanced time, so I didn't really go back. This looks to be one of those weird bent mirrors that make you look all crazy, as if there wasn't enough crazy-looking stuff around here already. Your reflection in the mirror is short and squashed-looking, folded up like an accordion. You spend a moment moving back and forth in front of the mirror, seeing how the image changes. It's kind of amusing. This looks to be one of those weird bent mirrors that makes you look all crazy, as if it is. Yeah. This mirror makes you look really stretched out and thin. Your limbs twist and writhe like snakes as you move around. It's a bit unsettling, and your muscles ache a little, sympathetically. Gah, this mirror somehow shows you what you'd look like in clown makeup. Bloodshot eyes stare back at you from a pasty white face painted with an odd pattern of red triangles. In the flickering lantern light, it almost looks like he winks at you. Brr. Alright, what an interesting sideshow that was. Hot food, cold drinks, tepid candy. There's a clown here selling rubber toy balloons. You notice that he's watching you, and then he notices that you've noticed, and he smiles and waggles the balloons at you enticingly. Let's talk to him.
Howdy there, fella. Interest you on a toy balloon?
How much are they?
For you, just 30 meat.
What colors do you have?
Oh, well, just take a look. Red. They're all red.
How do you make them float like that?
Why, there's nothing to it. Heck, they all float around here. Oh!
Of course. I'll take one.
Alrighty then, here you go.
Lose 30 meat, get an item balloon.
Anything else I can do for you?
Can you tell me more about your circus?
Really, it's more of a carnival, but let's not split hairs. Oh, what would you like to know?
What are your traveling plans? This place you've set up is kind of out of the way. What are your plans?
Haven't decided yet. That's why we sit down somewhere a bit more rural. Keeps things relatively quiet while we scout around, get the lay of the land and all. Oh!
Where'd you travel from? Was your previous stop interesting?
Oh, northwestish. It was a little hole in the ground kind of a place. You wouldn't have heard of it.
Why is everyone working here a clown?
Oh, it's traditional. When the, rodeos stopped being put on, the rodeo clowns took other jobs at the circuses and carnivals. Over the years, it just became the normal thing for carnies to be clowns. It's a community, you might say. Oh!
Who's this Barnaby Bob guy?
Oh, the boss is a real famous showman, but I'm not surprised you wouldn't have heard of him around here. Oh, got an eye like a hawk, and he's a real whiz with those knives of his. Don't miss his show, it's a real highlight of the carnival.
Okay, see you around, clown.
Catch you later, like an alligator.
Wander off. Red Hots calls the clown behind this food stand. Red Hots, footlongs, 2 kinds of mustard. There's also a small sign that says lost and found. So these guys know about hot dogs already. Clown grins and gestures to the little charcoal grill behind him. Howdy, sir, you interested in a footlong sausage? How much are they? 250 meat? Absolutely not.
Okay, let's talk to this dude. This extremely muscular clown seems to be guarding the entrance to some sort of stage. The clown crosses his arms and grunts when you approach. The stage show ain't till later. When? Later. Yeah, but when exactly? Later. Okay, jeez. This appears to be a shooting gallery type carnival game. Take a look. Howdy there, fella. What we have here is a game for sharp eyes and quick reflexes. Hope you won't take it as an insult if I suggest one of the other games might be more of your speed, but you're welcome to try your luck all the same. What's the game? Well, on the wall behind me, I've got a bunch of thick-skinned, underinflated balloons. For 10 meat, I'll loan you a cheap, inaccurate pistol and a pile of badly made ammunition, and your goal is to pop as many of those balloons as you can before the pistol stops working. That's an unusually honest-sounding description. I've discovered making the challenge sound exactly as difficult as it is only makes people more determined to be the one who beats it. What's the prize? A ticket to Barnaby Bob's stage show, which is otherwise sold out, so it's a rare catch, my friend. Okay, I'll give it a shot. Clown hands you the cheap pistol and gestures at the balloons behind it. Shoot from the hip, shoot like the wind, shoot like a jaguar. I'm not sure exactly how a jaguar shoots, but presumably it's pretty good. You clear nearly the entire wall of balloons, and the clown looks genuinely impressed. Well, I'll be! Looks like you win! Congratulations on the finest shooting I've seen in quite a time. Got an item Circus show ticket. Show will be starting soon, so don't miss it. Thanks. Let's test my mind now. Greetings and salutations, fella. This is a game designed to test your intelligence and capacity for abstract thought, and, well, if you care to try your luck, far be it from me to instruct you. What's the game? The simplest guessing game imaginable. I've got a standard deck of playing cards here, and I show you all the faces, and then I turn them back over and start picking cards. You guess what cards I pick, and you win. You don't shuffle them? No, sir. If you can memorize a deck of cards that fast, more power to you. Or if you've got a touch of magic in you and want to try reading my mind, that's fine too. Just don't dig too deep. What's the prize? Take it to Barnaby Bob's. Okay, I'll give it a shot. Ready? Yes, I'll give it my all. The clown starts picking cards out of the deck and holding them up with the backs to you. You rattle off their names as fast as he can pick them up. He seems genuinely impressed. That, sir, is so remarkable as to be practically frightening. Looks like we have a winner. Thanks. I see you've already got a ticket to Barnaby Bob's show, though, and those are limited one to a patron. Let me give you our other grand prize. He hands you a large and reasonably well-made plush owl. Isn't that nifty? +4 mysticality, +4 spell damage. Pretty good. There's a kid here searching around with a sad look on his face. You okay, kid? Did you lose your parents?
I lost my lucky bottle cap. You haven't seen it, have you, sure?
No, but I'll keep an eye out. What's it look like?
It's shiny steel, and it's on a little chain.
Okay, I'll let you know if I find it. Well, the lost and found is over here. Sure thing, what'd you lose? A lucky bottle cap. Appears you're in luck, this one yours. Puts the box on the counter, turns back, look inside. Shiny bottle cap on a little metal chain. Yep, that's the one, thanks. No problem, sir. Find my lucky bottle cap. Is this the one? That's it. Thank you, sir. No problem, kid.
Hello again, sir. Say that's a real nice balloon. You want to trade? I'll give you my lucky bottle cap for it.
Okay. Thanks again. Kid runs off with his balloon. Fantastic. Now I have a lucky cap. Even though it doesn't do anything. Alright then. One of those test your strength games, you have to use a big hammer to ring the bell. Well, howdy there, fella. You look like you got a good arm on ya. Here's a game that's right up your alley. What's the game?
Simple as can be. Just take this big mallet here, hit the lever under that bell, ring the bell, and you win.
What's the prize? Take it to Barnaby Bob's, yeah. Hit it not very hard. Hit it extremely hard. You pick up the mallet, toss it end over end, and catch it a couple of times to test its weight, and casually slam it into the lever, ding.
Well, I'll be. That's some genuine muscle you've got on you, fella. Looks like you're a winner.
Thanks.
I see you've already got a ticket to Barnaby Bob's show, though, and those are limited to one a patron. Let me give you either a grand prize. He hands you a large, reasonably well-made teddy bear. You got a rather large French bear.
Is this like the thing, but it gives me +4 muscle, +4 melee attack damage? What's in my offhand right now? Thick leather bag, +10% to meat gains. Yeah, that is probably better. I have 65 muscle. Like, I don't need anything else, you know? There's a clown you're selling rubber toys, balloons, waiter. Is it the same clown as before? He looks identical. Is he following me around? Nothing interesting back that way. Says you. Okay, I have a ticket to the show, so hello. Yeah, but when? I want to go to the main stage. This is the problem that I have. Is that nobody was here. Hello, partner. You stay here and watch the exit. I'll snoop around a bit. If we go back to the sideshow, we like talk to them again. Hello? You talk, we were born that way. How's it hanging? Do you blink? No. So this circus gig, okay, well, see you around. What if I say it's horrifying? How are you feeling? If you're referring to my condition, don't worry. I've grown accustomed to it, more or less. Examine the workings. How did this happen? Wasn't allowed to talk about it last time. Okay, what about you? Why are you in the slideshow? Talk to you later. You guys got nothing else to say. Although, did I talk to the clown? Hello? Howdy, fella. Welcome to the sideshow. Thanks. What's to see in here? Well, down to the left we have our collection of spooky warped mirrors. Right here we have exhibits of clown eggs and pickled punks. And further down to the right is our freak show. Feel free to explore. I'll be here if you got any questions. Ask a question. About these, people. You mean the freaks? Ain't they a scream? The one with the giant eyeball head is my favorite. Nice quiet fella. If you have questions about the other two, feel free to ask them personally. I wouldn't want to be telling tales out of school. Since the eye guy can't talk, though, you can ask me about him if you want. Okay, what do you tell me about him? Not much, I'm afraid, to be honest. He joined us, about a year ago, maybe a little less. Where'd he come from? No idea. Weird, ain't it? You'd think fella looks like that, you'd read about him in all the papers, right? Sure is mysterious. Why is he locked to his chair? Ah, you noticed that, did ya? Real shame, that is. Fella's a bit unpredictable, has a violent spell once in a while. Don't you worry, none. I'm keeping an eye on him. How'd he get like that? Couldn't tell you. I bet you've got a theory, at least. Well, maybe he saw something no human fella should ever see. Oh, like clowns from hell, perhaps? What can you tell me about these eggs? It's a traditional clown thing. There's a placard there. Explains in details. Don't get too close. They're fragile. What are these things in the jars? Called pickled punks. Menagerie of strange and twisted creatures such as you've never seen before the like. Never before seen the like. Captured and preserved and on display for your entertainment and edification. That's how the boss says it. Are they real? As real as they come, hey? And what's with those weird mirrors? Ain't they a riot? That's what they call an optical illusion, as I understand it. It has to do with the way the light reflects off them. I'm 100% sure that what I saw can't be explained by the reflection of light. And no telling what you might see if you look too long. You look in the mirror again and the clown you is still there staring. Very slowly, his mouth opens into a wide grin, revealing multiple rows of yellow-pointed shark-like teeth. Not wanting to keep looking, but unwilling to turn your back on it, you slowly sidle away until it's no longer visible. Look again. Swallowing hard, you approach the mirror again. It's empty. Not only is the clown you gone, you don't show a reflection at all. Oh dear. You gain an effect, sore. Is that bad? Minus 10 maximum HP? How dare you? It's kind of amusing. Wow. Clown me is gone. Hello, there's a clown and he's gone. Just letting you know that that's a thing that happened. And also I have minus 10 maximum HP because of some garbage. What a bunch of garbage. And yeah, you make the drinks yourself? Perhaps we have a wagon dedicated to brewing and bottling 3 different kinds of sodas in our traveling carnival. No, we stock up as we pass through large towns. Kinds, yeah. Root beer, ginger beer, and sarsaparilla. About orange? Nope. About lemon lime? Nope. About energy drinks? Nope. About cream soda? Nope. About celery? About... How much are they? 205. It's for the deposit on the bottle. No, I don't want one.
Step right with these newest candy sensations. Oh yeah, cotton candy, the finest since ever since the word spun sugar created through a revolutionary process. So it isn't actually made of cotton. How do you make it? Little machine right here can tell you how it works. You invented it? No, not as such. A couple dentists were the first ones. Dentists, go figure. Now I'm really curious. How much does it cost? Well, just 300 meat. Yeah, never mind. That'll go right in here. Let me in to the main stage show. That would be real nice. Maybe we can talk to this dude about when the main show is. Nope. Okay, well that's it for that then. Yeah, that's the circus for you. It's not done. And I don't know how to make it be done. Well, that's gonna do it for this episode. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, you can like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.